Hello, Trashkin. I'm popping out up front because I forgot to do this on the intros, but, well, most of them. But this game does feature flashing lights, so if you have photosensitivity, either take all due precautions or give this one a skip because they're pretty much throughout. And a little side note, this game does tie into Funcom's The Secret World, also known as The Secret World Legends in the free-to-play version. You don't need to know much about it. You will get a little more out of it if you're familiar, but you don't need to understand it to get the gist of where we're going with this. So, enjoy, Trashkin. Ladies, gentlemen, esteemed non-binaries, and first, Trashkin, all good evening and welcome to Trash Tier Gaming. And it's noon, which means more Halloween and more Moods of Madness. Now, last time we left off, if I recall correctly, somewhere in the middle of a stealthy section, which... Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright then, I gotta turn these on. This is... missing ID. What? Oh no. Did it just glitch out my ID? Oh no. Oh wait, there we go.
The CEO of Orochi? Holy shit.
You know, I didn't think about it, but that piano sting? Yeah, that shows up all over the Secret World.
Okay, I think I found what we're looking for.
Copy. We're at the device now.
The network used an algorithm to brute force a solution. The key requires a high-frequency vibration. Tune your biogauge scanner output to 31 kilohertz.
Got it. There we are. And we have an activated Martian artifact. We're in business, Shane.
Nothing here says what the next step is.
Now you got us this far. We'll figure it out from here. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Shane.
Dr. Shane Newhart, elite spy operative, taking care of business.
Yep, it's the stealth section. And we gone. It's about to get weird again, I can sorta tell. Is there a point to this? Is this just telling me that it had enough to sleep for, minimum? Seems like a weird choice. And the restrooms. I was wondering about those. Got some space toilet, space sink, space dryer. You know, an awful lot of sci-fi games skip the bathroom. Oh, ain't that grand. Hello. What'd that do?
What? Oh my god!
Ain't it grand? Yep. We got the goo. We got the goo. We bring you the horizon. Definitely not good news in this case. Oh, one of those creepy plants. So I won't mantle for that? Okay, if you insist, game. If you insist. Oh, we're not gonna let me scan through glass now. Alright, fine. Are you serious, game? Sincerely, the hell game. Okay, do you want me to do it this way?
Mom was approached by Orochi. They interrogated her. What else are they hiding in this Project Icarus? Did they find her research?
Apologies.
Did they find her? I need to
Personnel
know.
I don't
responsible.
know, man, but I sure as hell wouldn't stick around long enough to find out.
Clearance has been updated to the access. Trailblazer will not happen again. Thank you. You've seen information requested, raw videos, high sensitive. Interrogation. Cynthia Newhart Center for Mathematical Studies. So Orochi might have disappeared mom? Quantum mathematics. Artifact of Tome, a contract to Agrafa? What are you hiding from us? I don't know what you're talking about. Agrafa, Hollow Earth, it's actually the main travel system and one of the hubs for the secret world. Which is real heckin' weird. Okay, so this is here to force us to read it. Agent Chandler, how do you know my... How does she know my name? Dennis Chandler, your favorite color is blue. You have a wife named Delilah and a daughter named Hazel. Hazel is a nasty... I had a nasty fall today. You'll learn soon. You... The bones will mend, but not always. Listen, you... Oh... I know an equation, Dennis. I wrote it on your shadow with my tongue. You will not visit me again. Do you understand, Dennis? If you or Orochi find you or Orochi following my family, I will do things to your wife and daughter that'll make you sweat blood. Sobbing, now open the door. That's some build-up, so... Cynthia, our erstwhile hero's mother, was in a bad way long before Orochi found them, I'd say, or at least long enough to count. For a minute, I thought Orochi probably disappeared them. Oh, no luck there. Well, that's a new problem. Hey!
The gate is opening. Get over here ASAP. You have to see this.
Okay, on it. Yeah, yes, I'm going to Icarus. Why are we going
I'll go
down?
there, but there's something I have to find out first.
Oh, no.
You're all alone, little one. Sometimes I feel alone, too. We're both alone here.
Here's my called shot. Filth Thief is probably Cynthia.
They hide like rats under the floorboards. Stick the intent.
Crowbar, my only friend.
I have seen where they root, slither like snakes amongst the leaves.
Crowbar on the other side? Strange. Mineral samples. Icarus.
God, it's completely taken over.
Filth, seething tendrils of a hive, ever expanding. Fools, they cannot be contained.
Oh, not easily. Pretty. Whoa, that's new. Alright, what we got here?
Jesus.
Chandra.
Orochi has leverage on
Obtain
everyone.
files, place in the kernels. Ah, there we go. Age 27, Dr. was involved in Averia versus Krikev? I probably slaughtered both of those. Which gained significance internationally as the incident at Krycha. For several years, she had worked in a decommissioned military base. A military air base a few miles outside of Krycha, Belarus. Thousands in the small city were killed by an explosion at the base. An explosive meant to cover up a horrific contaminant breach. Containment breach of an alien substance used in her research. The high-profile trial uncovered several classified experiments attributed to her, with high-ranking officials in the government denying knowledge of her research. before a verdict could be delivered, she fled Belarus and claimed asylum at the Russian Federation Embassy, Tokyo. Okay, that explains how she ended up working for Orochi. Position at the embassy, exiled in extradition. Ina was unable to continue her research. We offered her the opportunity to work without constraints. She accepted under the terms of the strictest NDA and forced return to Belarus upon disclosure. That is some sort of Damocles clause nonsense. Like, must have been desperate to work to accept, extradition back to where she was and inevitable prosecution upon that. Like, I don't know about you, I wouldn't step under that axe blade. Given a choice. Alright, let's see what they have on the cap. First Lieutenant, Special Forces, Distinguished Service Cross. Received 2052. That's a little past the timeline of the secret world being, what, roughly modern? Like 2000s, 2010s? I don't know when the game takes place. It's meant to be contemporary, I think. February... Whoa. 2055... Court-martialed. Dishonorable discharge. Record commuted. Evidence expunged? Whoa. Wilcox resigned her post as of February 2022, 2055, retaining her exemplary record and citing personal reasons for her exit. As per our contact with Wilcox, began employment at our California-based Manakar facility. Restricted Yeah. That I get. Tell me more. Want to know more? I with Yemen. I probably butchered that. Al-Malwit, Yemen. I think it's my best effort. July 15, 2054. Friendly fire incident reported. 6 undercover agents killed during strategic raid of a suspected uranium smuggling operation. Wilcox-led team suffered 0 casualties. Faculty neutralized. Alpha Camp. Same locale. July 17th, 2054. Inciting incident of Commander Wilcox. Court mutual percentage. Multiple witness after brief allocation. Wilcox discharged a pistol at a range of less than 1 meter, causing a penetrating wound to the skull of commanding officer Major Corey Houston. Did they give their rank? Wilcox turned and fired a second and third gunshot, which injured the chest and shoulder of Captain Alan Sheffield. Before team members could advance and pull Wilcox away, another 2 shots were fired, wounding Captain Jaden Allen in the thigh and groin. Final shots were discharged into the ceilings as officers on site ruffled away. Major Houston and Captain Sheffield died immediately. Captain Jaden, as the video evidence, is retained at control. Squad defended her actions, echoing the sentiment that the officers in question knowingly caused a friendly fire scenario through mismanagement. Commander Wilcox will receive no punitive action for these events so long as we exert our influence. Oh, okay. Like, I was like, Wilcox seems solid as stone. Like, I assume if she's pulling a sidearm on someone, it's for good cause. And finding out the people in charge of your neck of the woods engineered a friendly fire incident. Yeah, that sounds like something I'd get worked up about too. I mean, I think it's meant to give us mistrust of the Cap, but you give me a damn good reason for that. Declan? Heroin? Voluntary manslaughter? Yeah, this is meant to create tension and distrust. History of substance abuse, self-admitted rehabilitation, or self-admitted to rehabilitation sentenced twice. Court sentence coincides with divorce proceedings, which were finalized in 2048. November 13th, 2049. Declan Delapore was admitted to a mental health facility for evaluation after an attempted... Orochi recruiting confirmed that Delapore has remained clean for over 12 years as of January 2062, during which time he has completed his degree with honors. Experienced significant difficulties upon graduation due to his incarceration, and Orochi's offer of employment has been contingent on his willingness to maintain secrecy. Delapore is a highly motivated individual, and Orochi has made arrangements to erase the records of his dark past. Hey, work for us and we'll smooth the way for you. Did I skip over Shane? I skipped over Shane. Was there
Lucas, what the fuck?
Restraining order? Restraining order? Restraining order? Violation? Van Buren's sociopathic tendencies were well documented during youth therapy. Lucas displays difficulty reading emotions and a lack of empathy for others in social settings. It notes that he was admitted to therapy after his parents discovered him performing a vasectomy or vivisection on the family cat. Oh, brother. Oh, okay, that explains why I don't like Lucas. Just picking up the vibe. Assuming this isn't all hallucination anyway. Contributions to the field of biology are vast. His dedication helped trace the evolution of Central American language to its origin point. Most recently, has helped translate Orochi's newly discovered ancient texts and star maps. Orochi has maintained surveillance of Dr. Van Buren's activities during the disappearances of Abigail White and Tia Anders. Oh, God. Videos show Lucas violently kidnapping and assaulting the women in his home, choking them until they suffocate, and mutilating the bodies and disposing of all evidence. The chances of a violent altercation are slim within acceptable risk, and Dr. Van Buren has seen the recordings. He will accept any assignment given, no questions asked. He is our most leveraged asset. Oh, God. Yeah, this is meant to tell you that, if you hadn't figured already, Orochi are slimy. You do not... Okay, that is an incredibly risky situation to put anyone in. And you decided to put the socially maladjusted murderer in a tube with other people. Alright, brace yourselves. Modern childhood documentary licensed psychiatrist, fear of abandonment, mild social anxiety, graduated from Brown, 2.9 GPA. Hey, not too shabby. PhD, Miskatonic. That's a reference for all you Lovecraft fans out there. Mechanical Engineering, 2052. A peculiar note, created a practical equation to the theoretical underpinnings of Yang-Mills and the mass gap in his sophomore year. The apocryphal claim is that it was made in a single weekend, otherwise unremarkable. Dr. Newhart is key to our understanding of Cynthia Newhart's studies and possible whereabouts. Recommend continued surveillance of home and office potential asset for leverage. If Newhart ever reemerges, I assume, from isolation, I assume they refer to Cynthia there. Recommended hiring at local Manticore office. Engineering position. Accept all salary requirements. Push for more information on Cynthia Newhart. So we're not hired. We're an asset. Oh, those are some funky looking samples. Alright, let's see what we got going on down the hall.
Fuck.
Was that supposed to be a jump scare? And I keep it moving.
What is that?
That's a good question.
Ugh. What is that?
I don't know. Looks like a monkfish. No, it's got a spine and an immensely overgrown skull, which appears to be full of filth. It's far too long to be fetus. Like, it's the size of a dog. Oopta. Well, I don't know if that's where we're headed. You know, it feels like there's supposed to be a little more to that, but I was blinded by filth, so I guess the filth tried to protect me from the jump scare. Well, here goes. Uh-oh.
You're trembling, little one. Let me swaddle you in viscera.
Stop it! Get out of my head!
You could crack open your helmet like a walnut. And my voices will still. Not in the spaces we know, but in between. Only discarded pieces block the path. Rain synapses, unanswered question.
Alright, well, let's try here. What?
Holy shit! That's all of us.
Declan?
The entire Invictus
Lucas?
crew. Are we the originals?
Yeah.
Copies.
Shane. Wilcox. How many times has this happened? How many ways has this gone wrong?
Doesn't end.
Split from a single seed. Germinated, scribbled on carbon paper, they multiply like vermin. Sentience is a glitch in the sensory organs. Pain, a cancer fed by reality.
We are experimenting with the substance, phenomenon, entity often called, sometimes called the filth. What Ina prefers to call the Z-path. Each sample tightly contained and weakened with a particular regime of radiation as per the Icarus protocols. goal of this experiment is to see if the effects of this perpetual containment are the same on cloned human tissue and cloned hybrid tissue as on normal human tissue. If the effects are not the same, how do they differ? Today we applied minute amounts of the filth on cloned cells using the safety protocols and observed. Effects were largely similar, with the molecules of the containment attacking the cells. However, the process moved more slowly than observed before. Filth has escaped. I have sealed my safety suit and performed the emergency protocols. I have injected the radiation serum as outlined in the procedures. The side effects are intense but mundane, and far better than the alternative. How did this happen? There was no breach. I think the theory that the filth flows, even undulates along dimensions outside of our perceived free, may have merit. I have sent for help. I am trying not to panic. I'm recording the findings of this mishap. The voices continue. I ignored them. At first, congratulating myself on my rationalism, but the voices learned to make my voice, and I thought they were me, and I was the voices. No, that doesn't make sense. The radiation must be working. My limbs have begun to do things on their own, but only when I'm not looking. I have to stare at my limbs very carefully, or they misbehave. I've made a careful regimen of making sure not to look at any one body part for more than 7 seconds. I have to keep watch on them. Except for my right arm. Good arm. I'm a scientist. Cut off arm today. Right arm. Good arm. Only corrupt part. Pristine. It will be pristine forever. Stored good arm in morgue. Code 9510. I'm a scientist. I will lock myself in padded room. Everyone is safe. Scientist. Wow. I can't read type. That feels like I was doing a thing in an MMO and accidentally hit chat. Didn't quite notice. We got a code. Well, that's certainly not a morgue. Oh, hello.
We're all expendable assets to Orochi.
Yep.
It wasn't enough to know all our secrets. They can't leverage us, they'll just replace us.
Icarus Project authorized to enact a contingency plan in case of unforeseen circumstances that may put the Invictus crew at risk. A replica of the individual will be made and preserved until a severe violation has occurred. Include the following: unauthorized transmission of operations information to an outside source regardless of content, verbal threat of intent to control or sabotage mission objectives or company equipment, homicide, witnessing a homicide, sustaining a fatal or crippling injury, witnessing the retrieval or release of a cloned subject. Well, our life's already forfeit. Couple of times over. Please review proper safety guidelines before retrieval or release of cloned individuals. Discretion is of the utmost importance. Failure to follow protocol guidelines will result in termination. Cloning successful. Organic tissue, no signs of deterioration. For advanced aging process, memory implantation through nocturnal brain scan completed. And all show as in active cryostasis. Wow, man. Oh, right.
Numbers sees their meaning.
Numbers lose their meaning. Very sing-songy. No prize arm here. I'm gonna guess you. Nope. How about you? Do you have the right arm?
Oh god. That's
It's more of a right hand, but okay.
A tactile tool. Tender. Untethered.
See, that looks very scannable to me. That might just be me, though. So, does it just want me to scan the hand? Danger sensor. I want to know what the danger sensor is for sensing dangerously. Well, that just might be a rasp issue. Well, let's, Okay, so here's the thing about biometrics. Oh,
Shit! Come on! Come on!
well,
Come on, open! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Come on! Come on! Open, open, open! Come on!
oh. Showing off the work now, huh?
Ah, shit!
Close, 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 close! Nah, 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 nah. That is a truly funktastic design. Like, it's a torso bent over and split. Like,
Okay,
Bunk.
Okay, come on, close! Close, you piece of shit, close! Ha! Yes! Fuck you, you plant piece of shit!
I already got your licks in for you there, but okay. If it makes you feel better, Shane. My goodness. Oh, hey, do we finally get to screw around with the badger?
Strangely, it tugs at the tides of the mind. It pulls the planet apart. Do you feel it?
They're scannable. That's a pretty aggressive tooth scoop. Like, does it have an exit point, or is it just gravity dump? Oh, I think it's just gravity dump. Yeah, I don't know if that worked terribly well, but I'm no engineer. Like, a gravity dump scoop has the problem of you just collected what you extracted and dumped it in the ground in front of it. You see the problem here. Unless it gathers everything to center, and then there's a reverse or empty function. It doesn't look like it has extraction from the drum. At least not obviously. There's no ducting or conveyor or such coming off of it, obviously. It doesn't appear to be hollow, so yeah, it's gravity dump, which has the problem of you are throwing dirt on top of the extraction device you are using. I'm sorry, my engineering brain kicked over. My amateur engineering brain kicked over.
I have limitless eons and inconceivable dimensions to worlds of elder outer eternity.
Does anyone else have Dracula flow stuck in their head while they hear this? Corona surrounds the dark, and I am he. I am him. I will continue to be him.
Unauthorized
Says you.
En route. Please await lethal response.
Locked in.
512.
What are they
Alright.
keeping here? It's probably a 4-letter word. I should look around for some clues.
Well, board isn't a 4-letter word. Can't be Orochi. Eden.
New Eden. Orochi is planning on building a city here. A failsafe.
There is no escape. The dream will consume them. They are inevitable.
Project Eclipse stasis. F. Communication with the dreamer requires a sensory-deprived environment even for you. Use these settings: light 20, sound 100, nubbing 100. Alright, well, before I rush things...
So the Lord God banished him from the Garden of Eden to work the ground from which he had been taken. Genesis 3:23.
No, so I was meandering by the lore on Chandler, and, like, I didn't pick up half of it while I was in the secret world, but,
The CEO of Orochi was here. It makes no sense.
seriously? You guys don't let me have the keyboard?
That which cannot be sung.
An emergency failsafe if Project Eclipse is released. If I can lower the shield, I can get out of this room.
Fragments become agitated. Blastos active magnetic stasis field online. Workers are unable to resist its communications. They scratch at the walls, run for the complex, reduced to a wild animalistic frenzy. I was able to close the chamber and enact the highest protocols, but I can hear the echoes ringing in my ears. I see the crew of Serrano. I've never seen them before, but I know who they are. With all my being. And they stare through the cracked helmets, the filth reaching out towards me. I can't stay here. Eclipse has been shuttered. I've activated the proper protocols. I doubt they will be enough. Doors will automatically unlock in the event that subject of Eclipse is released. What?
Once it is broken, the rush is upon you. You don't get to be the same person after they get in.
Nubbing agent in Project Eclipse is used to keep the fragment under control. It is created from the strange metal powering the machine in the alien ruins. Since the active mechanism for sedation is poorly understood, we have taken the precaution of stockpiling large amounts of the metal on board the Invictus. In the event of an emergency, the Invictus can be launched. A self-guiding rocket has been attached to the payload and can be triggered with a code phrase once the Invictus safely clears the atmosphere. Communications specialist Delapore was tasked with loading the payload and setting up the detonation trigger. Due to the sensitivity of the operation and his location at the off-site communications disk, he's considered the operative with the most chance of success in case of a catastrophic event. He allows to know the trigger and will use it at his discretion. Father, the Serrano has crashed. Something has happened. An EMP? We could not analyze it in time. The filth has reacted violently and unpredictably, spreading like a cancer across the entire base. The Dreamer fragment has sent the workers into a panic, searching for a way to escape. The security system has been triggered. The entire base has been compromised. I've shut down Project Eclipse. An emergency kill signal has been set to shut down communication via Angelus. We will leave no trace. Semper Severus. Control. Location and time and distance, Serrano. I assume this is telemetry. Satellite, Serrano. Satellites. Epoch. elemental, inclination, area of node, eccentricity, average of degree, a certain per degree, mean anomaly, mean motion, decay rate, epoch, checksum, immortality engine. Father, as you know, we owe a great debt to the work of Cynthia Newhart. This site was chosen based on her later work, notes and research kept under the strictest clearance. While her exhaustive library of equations and scrawled symbology has been daunting, our analysis continues to see results. Mostly the acquisition of 2 new items. A recent acquisition of 2 recent items. You're already aware of the fragment of a dreamer, which we recovered. Research continues into the significance of this fragment and how it tries to communicate. Use of the magnetic energy signatures first recorded by Amundsen. Amundsen? Amundsens. Yeah, I probably butchered that. Expedition to Antarctica. Ah! Okay, that I'm pretty sure is another event in the Secret World game. That you actually hear a little bit of. It's very, very short. We were able to triangulate the location within kilometers, though the excavations of Site 9... Oh, through the excavation of Site 9, the team is excited to announce that we have uncovered an actual Gaia engine on Mars. I never quite got the snag of Gaia engines, but Chandler wants to fire those back up and remake the world. How do they work? Why do they work? What tradition of conspiracy are they from? I don't know. I never went digging. Further exploration in the chamber containing the engine has been halted, and we defer to your judgment. We await your determination. Semper Severus. Control. Interrupted, unauthorized. Alright. Pounding, muffled talking. This is Trevor Graham, commander of the Serrano. EMP fried our systems, and we are currently hurtling towards Mars. Approximately 50 meters per second. Fuck protocol. Fuck Orochi. It wasn't hours after they sent us to the coordinates. I could see it in everyone's eyes. Dr. Badare drew the short straw when the heat shield controls malfunctioned. Not equipped for a mission like this. Command knew it. It's a fucking support crew. But we follow procedure. After 20 minutes, he stopped responding to comms. We tried to reel him in, but his face... When he turned, his entire mass was covered in blackness, just a spider webbing of black oil across the entire thing, leaking out into the void. It cracked straight through the fucking helmet. Constanza grabbed his arm, and shit, it crawled up her suit and wrapped around, squeezing itself inside. Pounding noises increased in volume. That pounding? The airlock? I couldn't let them back in. The infection, just being near it made my temples seethe. They're all infected. Doesn't matter though. These fucking the fucking hatch won't close. Any time now, we're gonna burst apart and rain down in pieces on the Martian desert. Pierce and Vogel are lucky. They're still asleep in their pods. Won't feel a thing. I'm taking it down with me. All of it. This is the Serrano. I'm about to enter the Martian atmosphere on a secret mission to help stake a claim. They don't care about the lives they lose to do it. You hear me, Orochi? The whole damn world is gonna see this thing, and the whole fucking world will know. Yeah, you're not the first one to try to ring the bell. Let me tell you a little story about rabbits. I might have said too much, come to think of it. I might do a run of the secret world. This
I wonder if those
has
consoles have anything
kind
to do
of
with Project
reignited
Eclipse.
my ish.
The clock is stuck on 423.
Not a problem for us. Alright, let's consider. Let's consider. This isn't going to be a lot of playing. That shot passed. Early in action now. Lot of fiddling. Whole lot of fiddling. So much work. So little time. I'll spare you the Ras fiddles with math. Okay, I think I got it. Hey. Not quite, huh? Think we're there. Think we're there. All systems go, right? Okay, what about... Hey! So that's a dreamer fragment, eh? Trippy.
What the hell is that thing?
Dreamer fragment. Kinda looks like a heart, huh? Well, hold on. It's a little rushy, but, Ia Kafulu Fatagin. Nothing. Alright. Yeah, clock's forever stuck at 4:23. So, can we GTFO now? Yep. Okay, don't get me wrong. I don't hate status lamps, but... Alright, particularly in mechanical and pneumatic systems, status lamps should be kept very, very simple. Now, my favorite is the signal light stack. Exactly what it says on a tin. It's a stack of lights that gives you a status. Usually green, red, and yellow. Red, problem. Green, you're fine. Yellow, hey, need some maintenance. Do I scan it? What do now? What do now? What do now? Maybe you? Ah, I see.
That didn't work. There's got to be a hint somewhere for the right setting on these dials.
You don't think? Hey, it worked. You think that's a convoluted puzzle?
Yes. Let it connect.
What? Uh-oh. It's, not good for a brain to connect with dreamers, apparently. Oh, hey, a door. Well, better than what I got going on with this jelly.
Our family therapist's office. I can still smell the musty leather sofa in the corner. My parents took me here when I started having night terrors. Mom's seminal work. The one that solidified her reputation and reinvented the field of quantum engineering.
We may not agree on the finer points. Where no one had ever thought to look. But I never thought it would consume me. Strip me of my accolades. That it would affect my son. Just keeps eating. It will never stop. I know how that sounds.
Hmm? Oh my. Well, we're not getting out of here until we've used the PC. New patient, 7-year-old male, with mother Cynthia, reporting night terrors with complex hallucinations. He claims to remember every detail. Mother encouraged him to describe the terrors, so he did. It is made of vines, tendrils, and teeth. He emphasized the teeth with human hands and face, the vines emerging from every shadow and fill the room, twining themselves upon and eventually crushing him to the bed. All the space that remains is a small dark tunnel through which the creature stares at him across the room. He can see it through his eyelids, and its face itches closer minute by minute, but his mom always wakes him up before the teeth. S became extremely distraught, and the rest of the session was spent consoling him. For any chance to develop a rapport with him, I'll need to see them separately for several sessions. Call C to set up her time next week to discuss home life, school performance, and concerns. Shane's GP ruled out physiological causes for night terrors. Must be related to anxiety. A lot of tension in the Newhart home. S may be genetically predisposed. Today he showed me the handheld chess game he plays during recess. Smart kid, but needs help with his confidence. Meanwhile, Cynthia remains a challenge. She answered my questions about S, but was reluctant to talk about herself, insisted I wouldn't understand. As I encouraged her to give me a chance, she succumbed to a dissociative episode, which we talked about at length once it passed. She called it Seen Through the Eyes of Elsewhere. We will have to revisit this next week. I convinced her to see me as her patient. Whoa.
Can anyone tell me how to access the space between dreams?
What? 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 Alright, so we got a Tesseract. I think. Okay, what we got? Doors of light.
Excellent try, Gloria. However, while the roads of Agartha do traverse the vastness of time and space, the corridors between dreams are a separate sort of passageway, and the two only intersect in very rare places.
Okay. Wrong.
That's very cutting edge, Adam, and while the full answer to that is quite complex,
Wormholes?
that is still incorrect.
Also wrong.
What a distinctive answer, Rupert. That is an interesting theological paradox, but it is wrong.
Ah! Correct. The dreaming ones. The dreaming ones were. The dreaming ones are. And the dreaming ones shall be. Not in the spaces we know, but between.
Very good. The answer is the dreaming ones. The dreaming ones were, the dreaming ones are, the dreaming ones shall be. Not in the spaces we know, but between. They walk serene and primal, undimensioned and to us unseen. They can teach us deep knowledge, secrets past the skin of eternity.
Mom was real smart. Mom was also probably dealing with some things a human mind should not be able to deal with.
I'm having a hard time noticing when it's happening. Yesterday, I saw a light streaming through the kitchen window. A mote, illuminated, suspended in the air. I spent the remainder of the day in my office researching. I've been accused of isolating myself. I merely am who I am and have always been. Isolated by knowledge. Imagine discovering a dictionary of new words to describe the universe. Words that no one else could ever know. The promise of limitless knowledge to an insatiable mind. Is it any surprise I struggle with domesticity? But I had to make a choice. I'm sealing it away. I have to try. Shane is my universe.
I'm no expert, but pinning your life on one person, probably not a good thing. Alright, week 14. Patient functioning continues to fluctuate. She is managing to find relief from auditory hallucinations by isolating herself in the basement. No. No, that be. Symptoms waned enough to attend session today. Washed hair in basement utility sink, apparently. Manages to take care of Shane during dissociative periods. C twice trailed off into almost nonsensical babble. Claims to have had a lot on her mind with the upcoming publication of her latest book, Wandering Time. And is not concerned. My first patient with such... Not my first patient with such challenges, but for some reason I feel out of my depth here. Thinking about referring her to someone else. Increased dosage in the meantime. Shane is apparently doing well with support from his school's counselor. I'm sure he's glad to have his first day afternoons back. I like this doc, but yeah, he's right. He's out of his depth. Can't fault his taste in chairs. I'm more of a frame lounge chair guy myself, but you know the nice one where like it's all cushion and just a frame around it. I know they have a proper name, but the style name keeps. Oh hey, I guess I can just lift this now. Colata Floratu Nicto. Ah! Must have said it wrong.
They've approached me several times.
The walls asleep. Yep. Yep.
Now, were you curious about the dreaming one?
Nice to have the confirmation that Mom is in fact Jenny Filfteeth. Good to know, and kind of terrifying. Not sure where like 34 or 31. Some weeks since I transferred Cynthia's care to a more expert clinician, I can't stop thinking about our final session, even though my notes are sparse on the details and the details hazy. Ever since, there has been a gnawing at the back of my consciousness. A deep anxiety I can't shake. I find myself jolting awake after mere minutes or falling to sleep entirely. I know something is watching. I see it flickering in my periphery. It slithers in the split between seconds. It thinks I don't see, but if I take the dreams for myself, it will tell them. I have to suspend my practice until I figure out what it wants. Oh, no. That second personality. It did in the dock. At least broke him. Oh boy, here we go. Just running across this lunar landscape. Probably Mars. Oh, I'm not controlling this anymore.
Why are you doing this?
Oh.
They cannot awaken. The moons bend above us.
What?
It is all but a brilliant equation.
What?
Please, I need you to help me.
I thought I am. I was. I will.
God damn it, who are you?
It's your mom, King. It's your mom.
Shane. I'm sorry, Shane. I've made so many mistakes. You were never supposed to be here.
Mom? Why are you... How did you get here?
Well,
My curiosity led me here. The pages of the Necronomicon revealed a mathematics I had
that's
never
legit the
encountered
Necronom.
on a pathway to the dream world. I didn't know that once I made the choice, I could never return. The decision has weighed on me ever since.
Wait on you? Do you have any idea what that did to us? To Dad? When you left, it broke him. We searched for you for years.
Shane, please, listen.
Has it been you this whole time? In the base, haunting the crew? Driving us crazy with these nightmares?
Stop! The struggle tears at my soul. It takes every ounce of concentration I have to remain here. I need your help, son. We must act quickly. When the ship passed between the moons, the twin dreamers were disturbed in their slumber. all the chaos you've witnessed, the filth, that creeping horror is only a fraction of the destruction that it can bring. If they corrupt the engine, the moons of Mars, the dreaming ones will awaken, and they will devour all of reality.
Okay, no pressure.
You left me. You left us for a delusion. What the fuck do
Shane,
you care about reality?
Shane, you do realize this is having an effect on reality, right?
That's where my son lives.
What do I need to do?
Find the Gaia engine. I will help you do what must be done.
Here's hoping we're not being gaslighted.
Been set in motion.
Please don't leave again.
Don't worry. We'll solve this together.
Why do I not trust this? What? There's a 4 level for delusions? Okay, game. Well, why not? But I was saying, if you think the puzzle work in this gets kind of fatiguing. Fatiguing. Fatiguing was the solution. How do I know? Because that was the only word there I recognized. Okay. Did we have a delusion? Was that the dreamer's influence? Our own? Whoa!
Shit!
Well, that's a rude awakening.
Shane?
Declan! Sorry, I don't know what happened. There's so much more down there, Declan. Clones, mind control, the dreamers, the dreaming ones. Declan, we have to find the Gaia engine. It's the only thing holding them back. Everything.
Ah,
The
okay, I
filth,
know where we
the
are.
nightmares, my hallucinations, they're connected. We need to find the engine.
Okay. Shane, slow down. We're inside. You need to get here as soon as possible.
Hell if I'm staying here. We have to find it.
Okay. We'll find this machine. Because as much as I don't have any idea what you're talking about, it makes more fucking sense than anything else that's happened today.
Fair. Alright. See about hitting a checkpoint. Well, uh-oh. Get it on, get it on, get it on! How do I keep goofing that? This is the wrong way of doing it. I keep doing it the wrong way. I do like that there is a order of operations puzzle, but at the same time, I keep flunking orders of operation puzzles. The tiniest top off. Alright, let's kick over this engine. To the crash side we're going. Was that important? I don't know. I keep expecting a jump scare in the cat one of these times. Hey, there's a second cat.
Oh my god. I'm arriving at the door now. It's massive.
Yeah, these stone carvings must be thousands of years old. The records of excavation you found in Argus? This must be the place.
I'll meet you inside.
Alright, Trashkin, and I think that's where we're gonna call this session. Well, we have some insight into Shane's family history. The whole bucket of weird appears to have dropped this time. And we have some inkling of what do, though not why. So I'd like to thank you all for coming out. I'd like to thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow at noon, if you care to hop in. If not, hey, that's fine. That's what the playlist is for. And of course, we have plenty of things to keep you amused. If you want to hear about them, hey, you can subscribe and hit the bell. Join me in the Trashkin around the trash fire. Or not hit the bell and just wander in when you care to. That's fine too. If you're already subscribed and feel like helping out the channel, well, hey. Likes and dislikes burn equally in the algorithm in the trash fire. Shares help us out immensely because YouTube really doesn't bump our content, so word of mouth and a link shared here and there helps us out tremendously. And of course, the most valuable thing of all, comments, which furnish me with what you're doing that somebody's actually watching, and feedback, which YouTube really doesn't supply you. Seriously, they keep throwing numbers at you, and you're just supposed to work out what number mean. Do number mean? And we got plenty more to keep you amused, like I said, but if you have to depart us now, help yourself to a drink and snack. Don't forget to fold up the camping chair. We're going to need that again soon enough. And remember to count your spoons, hydrate, medicate, and take care of yourself as best you can. Don't forget to tell the people you love and give a good damn. Go play some games. Good night, and I'll see you all in the next one.